Hello friends, subscribers and new viewers of this channel, and welcome to Machine Learning and AI Tutorials. In this tutorial series, we discover and test exciting and new AI models, and we explain how to install and run them locally. In this video tutorial, we are going to explain how to install and run locally Granite 3.3 2B Instruct model. Granite 3.3 is developed by IBM, and consequently, since IBM is a reputable company and a world leader, this model deserves our attention. Another important thing about this model is that this model can be installed and run locally on a computer with limited resources. And this is a trend that I really like. Yes, there is Llama 4. However, it's very difficult to run Llama 4 on a local computer. However, there are still companies out there who aim to develop large language models and AI that can be executed on local computers. There are several approaches to install and run this model. One approach is to download the Hugging Face repository and to run the model directly by using the Python script suggested over here. Another approach that we will not follow in this tutorial is to use Ollama. Namely, you can also download Granite from Ollama and then run it by using Ollama, or generated graphic user interface by using, for example, an Open Web UI, and this is what we will do in the next video tutorial. That is, in this video tutorial, we are going to explain how to install and run locally Granite by using Python and by directly downloading the files on Hugging Face. If you click over here on files, you will see that the largest file is around 5 gigabytes. Consequently, this model is not extremely large. Now, besides this model, if you go to the IBM Hugging Face repository, you will also find other models. You will find, for example, 3.3 2B base model. You will find this 3.3 8 billion parameter base, and you will find this model over here, the complete Instruct 3.3 8B model. This is a larger model that probably is more powerful than 3.3 2B model. However, the issue over here that we have, as always, is that larger models require GPU with more VRAM. Now, before we start with installation, let's briefly explain the purpose of this model and what is the intended use. If you scroll down, you will see the capabilities. So, first of all, it's written that this model is designed to handle general instruction following tasks and can be integrated into AI assistants across various domains, including business applications. And you can see capabilities: thinking, summarization, text classification, text extraction, question answering, RAG, code-related task, function calling task, etc. Consequently, this is a multi-purpose model. Okay, let's start with explanations. In this video tutorial, I will explain how to install Granite on a Linux Ubuntu machine. In the next video tutorial, I will explain how to install it on a Windows computer. So let's start. First of all, open a terminal by clicking here and searching for terminal. And then over here in the terminal, first run sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade in order to update and upgrade your system. And enter your password and wait until everything is updated and upgraded. After that, verify that Python is installed on your system by typing this. Here I made an error, so let me do this, Python 3, and then let me do version. And you can see here I'm using Python 3.12 since I'm using Linux Ubuntu 24.04. However, any other Python version will work. Next, make sure that you have the command for generating and creating Python virtual environments. Run this command and over here adjust for your Python version. And here we are. Next, let's go to the home folder. And over here in the home folder, let's create a test folder. Then let's navigate to this test folder. And over here in this test folder, let's create a Python virtual environment. And after that, let's activate the Python virtual environment by running this command. And now we are in the Python virtual environment and we can install the necessary Python libraries and packages. Now, if you go back to the Hugging Face repository of this model, you will see that it's suggested to install these libraries. And Accelerate and Transformers are okay, and you can probably install them like this. However, I often have issues trying to install PyTorch like this. A better and a more appropriate strategy is to install PyTorch with the CUDA support. So Google install PyTorch locally, and then go to the official website, and over here on the official website, click on Stable, click on Linux, click on Pip, click on Python, and over here, let's go, for example, with CUDA version. You can see CUDA this one or CUDA this one. So you can see that this way of installing, and if you compare this, corresponds to CUDA 12.4. So let's go with CUDA 12.6. If you want to do with CUDA 12.6, then let's do something like this. Okay, so let's copy this, and then let's go here and let's run this command. And this will install PyTorch with the CUDA support such that we can use our GPU. And after installing PyTorch, let's install Accelerate and Transformers. So let's go here and let's install Accelerate. And finally, let's install Transformers, which is another useful library enabling us to run Hugging Face repositories with no issues. Okay, now, most likely, we will check that later, we will have to install some other missing packages and libraries. However, for the time being, this should be it. Next, let's start Visual Studio Code by typing code dot. If you don't have Visual Studio Code on your Linux Ubuntu machine, it's not a big problem. You can use any other Python editor. If you want to learn how to install Visual Studio Code on Linux Ubuntu, I created a separate video tutorial, and simply go to my YouTube channel and search for Visual Studio Code Linux Ubuntu, and you will find the tutorial. Okay, so let's click on File, New File, and let's call the file as test.py, and let's save this file in this test workspace folder. Okay, and then let's go back to the Hugging Face repository, and let's simply copy this part over here, and let's paste, and let's analyze and understand what's written over here. So this is a standard first import. From Transformers, we are importing auto model for casual LLM, auto tokenizer, and set seed. Then we are importing torch, that is we are importing PyTorch. Over here we are specifying the model path. And let me tell you what's happening now. Since we didn't explicitly download the model, the first time we run this code, this model will be downloaded from the Hugging Face repository. That is, these files here will be downloaded. However, the second time you run, the files will not be downloaded, since after you download, the files will be cached and then they'll be read from your local disk. Here we are setting the device to CUDA. This is pretty much standard line. Here we are specifying the model and loading the model. Then we are generating a tokenizer, and over here we are asking a question. And here is a simple question: take a current environmental issue and work backward to devise an innovative prevention strategy that could have averted the problem. So let's change this, since you have all the freedom to change this. So, and let's ask the question. For example, there is currently a weather issue, how to solve a global warming problem. So even if you create some spelling errors, there are no issues, etc. Okay, this is a controversial issue, so let's not discuss further. Is global warming happening or not? Let's assume it is. And then over here, you're basically applying chat template. You're specifying this this basic list that has a role and content, that is the question, and then you're specifying several parameters, and that's it. Then over here you're setting the seed output generated, you specify the max new tokens. Here you predict, that is, you create an inference, you perform inference, and then you simply print the result. So let's run this code. To run this code, save this file, then do Control-Shift-P, then search for Python, select interpreter. Oops, I made here small thing. Let me see why it loaded. So let me do it again. Python, select interpreter. And then over here, I'm going to select the Python interpreter inside of this virtual environment called environment1. Let's click here, and then let's run this code, and let's hope that we will not see any issues. Okay, now this is the first good sign. We are downloading the model. Okay, so there are actually two files. Wow, I didn't see them, so let me verify them by going back to the Hugging Face files. So there are two files of 5 gigabytes. So this is the first one. However, where is the second one? Interesting. Let me see. This one, this one, this one, this one. It really doesn't matter. It's doing the correct thing. As you can see over here, there are two files. One is the safe tensors, but why do we download the second one? Okay, never mind. Just leave it as it is. Wait until the model is downloaded, and then we will see what's happening. And after the model is downloaded, loading checkpoint shards, you will see. And let's see the response over here. Let's see, will this thing work? So far, so good. No reported errors. And now we can see in real time how the model behaves on my computer and how inference is being performed. So let's wait. I can hear in the background my GPU. So my GPU is running, and let's wait. Let's see what will happen, and hopefully everything will be fine. Here we ask actually a very, very kind of complex question, and it's going to take a while to generate the response. Now, here you're not immediately seeing the response. This is because a real-time generation of the response is not being turned on. However, the response is being generated. And if you, for example, run this through a llama, you will see how everything is being generated in real time. And here is the response. Wow, looks really amazing. Wow, this is basically several pages. Let's see, reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Yeah, standards. Promotes sustainable agriculture, standard. And you can see sustainable transportation, and etc. And that's it. Basically, now you learn how to install and use Granite, and I hope that you will find this video tutorial very useful. Okay, that's all for today, and see you in the next video tutorial on a large language model or AI.